What if I told you your body gives you a completely free health report every single day? Multiple times a day, even. No appointments, no waiting rooms, nothing. So today, we're going to dive in and decode one of your body's most direct signals, the color of your urine. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's something we literally flush away without a second thought. But that color? It's an absolutely fascinating window into your internal health. I mean, it can tell you everything from how hydrated you are to how well your liver is functioning, and it can even warn you about serious conditions before you feel anything else. Now, before we really get into the nitty-gritty, just a quick heads up. All the info in this explainer is unbiased, it's been fact-checked and reviewed by qualified health professionals. We're here to give you the science, plain and simple. So, why is urine yellow in the first place? Well, it all comes down to this one pigment called urochrome. Sounds a bit fancy, right? But really, it's just a natural byproduct that your body makes when it breaks down old red blood cells. The key thing here is the concentration of that pigment. That's what determines whether things look like pale straw or a really dark amber. And that leads us perfectly into our first stop, the hydration spectrum. This is the range of colors you're going to see most often, and you know what? It's almost always tied to one simple thing: how much water you're drinking. Okay, so here's something that might surprise you. A lot of us think that perfectly clear, transparent urine is the ultimate goal, right? The sign of perfect health. Well, actually, that can be a sign you're overhydrated, which can kind of throw your body's electrolyte balance off. What you're really aiming for is what you see on the right, that light, transparent yellow. Think the color of lemonade. That's the real sweet spot. So yeah, that's the big takeaway here. If you remember just one thing about hydration, make it this. The goal is lemonade. It's just a really simple, memorable target to aim for to know you're getting enough fluids. All right, but what about when the color goes, well, way beyond that yellow spectrum? That's what we're jumping into next, when to pay attention. Now, the big thing to remember here is that context is everything. An unusual color isn't an automatic reason to panic, but it is a reason to, well, pay attention. First up is a color that can definitely be a little alarming if you're not expecting it: red or pink. And this shows the two sides of the coin perfectly. The first thing you should always ask is, what did I eat? Did you have a ton of beets, blackberries, or rhubarb? Because that'll do it. But if not, and that redness sticks around, it could be something called hematuria, which is just the medical term for blood in the urine. That can signal things like kidney stones or infections. So if you can't blame it on your lunch, it's time to see a doctor. Okay, next up in our color guide is orange. And just like with red, this could be your diet. Eating a lot of carrots or taking certain medications can turn things orange. But from a medical standpoint, it could also be a signal that you have excess bilirubin, which might point to an issue with your liver or bile duct. So the advice here is to monitor it. And if you can't explain it and it doesn't go away, go talk to a professional. All right, now we're moving into a color that you should take as a much more serious warning sign: dark brown. Yeah, this is not a color you want to ignore. Dark brown, sometimes called cola-colored urine, can be a sign of a really serious condition called rhabdomyolysis. It's basically a severe breakdown of muscle tissue. You'll probably also feel muscle pain with it. This, along with some severe liver and kidney issues, requires immediate medical help. So the action here is crystal clear. Don't wait around. Okay, let's put it all together now with this complete spectrum. Think of this as your master key. We've hit the big ones, but you can see there are some other possibilities too. There are rare colors like blue or green, which are usually from food dyes or a specific bacterial infection. And then there's cloudy urine, which can be a sign of a UTI or kidney stones. It's a really great little cheat sheet. So now that we know all this, what do we do with it? How can we be proactive? That brings us to our final section, your proactive health plan. This is all about turning that daily observation into real, meaningful action for your health. And the plan is beautifully simple, just 3 steps. Step 1, hydrate. Aim for about 2 liters or 8 cups of fluid a day. That keeps those kidneys filtering everything nice and efficiently. Step 2, monitor. Just know your body and your diet. Be aware that B vitamins can turn things bright, almost neon yellow, so you don't worry for no reason. And step 3 is listen. If a weird color change comes along with other symptoms like pain, a bad smell, or a fever, that's your body's clear signal to get some professional advice. And that really gets to the heart of it all. Your body communicates in mysterious ways, and your urine color is one of its most consistent signals. It's just a simple, daily check-in that gives you the power to be an active player in your own health and wellness. Which kind of leads to one last big question to chew on.
Once you start learning to read this one signal, it really makes you wonder, what other signals is your body sending you every single day? What else could you learn if you just paid a little more attention?